Hi, we're back here at Shenandoah Valley Sporting Goods, and I'm just going to do a little refresher course here of items that are not part of the bow, but still just as important for you to know the basic parts of archery. This here is my hunting sight. Now, the reason I don't have this on my bow is because I'm shooting competition right now and I want the adjustable sight on. But your fixed pin sight is better for hunting because you want to be as still and not move around as much as possible. So with this sight, you're able to set your pins, say at 20, 25, 30, and 35 yards. When you are hunting archery, I don't like to shoot past a certain yardage because I want my target to die as soon as I hit it, and I feel the further you get away from your target, the more risk you have of injuring an animal. So for me personally, I don't like to shoot my fixed pin sight past 35 yards just for safety reasons. Again, this is perfect for hunting. People have used this for competition. I prefer the adjustable sight for competition instead of the fixed pin sight. Also, this is known as a trigger release. They come again in many different shapes and sizes, and they do pull back many different ways. This one is your basic trigger. What you do with this is after you have your arrow knocked and you're ready to shoot your arrow, you go ahead and put the teeth part of your trigger onto your string. You push your trigger forward so that it locks in. It's now locked in on my string. You will see this when I demonstrate how to shoot. I will have this around my wrist and I will hold on to my trigger to draw my string back. Once I'm settled in and I'm ready to shoot, you just fire your trigger and it lets your string go and it'll fire the arrow. Drawing the string back, there are many different weights that people use. It's called, their draw weight. Every bow comes with two parts of your string that just takes a simple Allen wrench right here on either end here, and however many twists you do one side, you want it to be the exact same twist on the other side, and that'll change how much poundage you're drawing back on your bow. It's been a while since I checked my poundage that I'm drawing back, but I want to say it's close to 47 or 50 pounds that I'm drawing back, and that's actually very light. I mean, a lot of men their draw weight will be close to 90 pounds when they're drawing back. I did touch base on the arrows, and I did want to let you know that the reason I shoot two different arrows is one, you want speed and accuracy and quick and finesse, if you want to say, for 3D shoots in competition. Your other arrow, you want it heavy, you want it big, that when you're shooting at an animal and a live target, you want to make sure that when that arrow hits that animal, it's going to drop it and do as much damage as possible. So that's the difference in the arrows. This is also called a quiver, and this is usually mounted on your bow. Mine is not mounted on my bow because I do have my competition sight on my bow, and therefore it takes the quiver off. But when you're hunting, if you look at a quiver, I'm going to try and show you here, a quiver would be mounted to your bow in a way such like this. That way when I'm hunting and I take one arrow out of the quiver and have it ready to go, if I miss, my arrows are easily accessible to just go ahead and draw another one out. Some people in competition, another thing known as a quiver is what I'm wearing here today on my belt. Again, easy access to your arrows. And there are many different parts of archery. This little tube here called a slick stick is just something that you can dip your arrows in and keep them nice and smooth. Some of the targets you're shooting at are made of foam, and depending on the punch that your arrow is going to have, it could go really deep into the target, and it makes it difficult to get it out. So for lack of a better word, you can kind of say this is like buttering your arrow to make it nice and smooth when you walk up to the target and you pull it out. All right, in the next video, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate how to shoot an arrow off your bow and the safeties that it takes to make sure that you don't yourself or no one else gets injured. Thank you.